Hi everybody, welcome to Sunday Morning Knits. My name is Laura and this is my channel where I talk about all of the knitting and spinning related things that I have been getting up to lately. Welcome to podcast episode, oh no, this is 25 or 26. I should have looked first. 20 something. It'll be in the opening. I'll figure it out later. Welcome to this episode. This is coming to you a little bit later than my normal filming schedule because, as you'll notice, I am in a different location, and that is because I have moved. I've moved from the US back to Canada, and it's just been a little bit chaotic. So I took a little break from filming this weekend, and now I'm back and excited to bring this episode to you. So I'll talk a little bit more about the move and stuff. What is my cat doing? My cat came with me, obviously, and that's been entertaining. She hated moving, obviously, because she's a cat. But anyway, I'll talk a little bit more about the move in the life section at the end of the episode. So if you're interested, please stick around for that. Otherwise, if this style of video is something that you're interested in, please hit that subscribe button and the like button. I'd be very grateful. I'm really hoping to hit 1,000 subscribers before my 2-year podiversary, which is coming up on August 27th. So I'd be very grateful if you would hit that subscribe button. Okay, let's chat about things that I've been doing lately. So I've been doing a fair bit of knitting on one particular project that I can't show you the entirety of yet, but I'll give you a little sneak peek. A lot of knitting on that. It is a design that's going to be coming out at the end of this year. That's all I can say. There's going to be a test call for it coming very soon. So if you'd be interested in testing this very secretive, very exciting thing, please make sure you sign up for my newsletter because I always send out my test calls through that. And you can keep your eyes peeled on Instagram as well because it'll go up there too. Instagram is just unfortunately less reliable than my newsletter because Instagram doesn't show everybody everything, which is very frustrating, but we live with it. So I've been working a lot on that, and it's also July, which means it is Tour de Fleece. So I've been doing a lot of spinning, and I'll be talking about that towards the end of the episode. But let's get started with the knitting aspect of things. So I don't have any completely finished objects, but I have 2 half-finished objects. The first half-finished object is my Selene sock. This is a, oh, what's that? There's a pulled stitch. That's okay. The first half-finished object I have is my Selene sock. I think you may have seen this in a previous episode as well. I can't remember if it was completely done or not, but I thought I would share it anyway. It is a worsted weight sock knit on 6mm needles with a little cable running down the side. I know it's a dark blue, so it's kind of hard to see. I did this with Knitting for Olive Heavy Merino in the colorway Petroleum Blue. And this is a pattern that's going to be coming out in August. It's in testing right now and my testers are loving it, which makes me very, very happy. This will be coming out at the end of August, just in time for cozy sock knitting season. So I'm very excited. I have not found a ton of worsted weight sock patterns out in the wild, so I thought I would contribute one. I love knitting worsted weight socks. I find they're so comfy and cozy and squishy, and obviously I'm from Canada where it's very cold in the winter and worsted weight socks just hit different than fingering weight socks. So very excited for this. They are the Selene socks. One of my works in progress is actually the second one, and I'm doing the second one in a cream color. I'm not going to show that because it's identical. The only thing that's different about my other version is that the cable is actually on the other side, so they're mirrored when you're wearing them, and it's really cute. So yeah, that is my first half-finished sock. There's also a reinforced heel. I don't know what happened here. I wonder if my cat got at it, but there's like a little reinforced heel. So those are my Selene socks. My second half-finished object is my stripy, what's this called? Scrappy Quilt sock from Tiny Human Knits. I picked these up in her last update and I was so happy because I just think these are the cutest colors in the entire universe. I want to make a striped t-shirt actually out of these colors. I have them all like in my knitting for olive basket because I want to do knitting for olive, but I haven't bought it yet because I have so much yarn and so much to knit first. And I'm trying to work through my stash before I buy more yarn because let me tell you, I had to move my stash from Los Angeles to Canada. That was an adventure. I think I have more yarn than anything else. It's been a lot moving my stash. It made me realize how much I have and how much is so beautiful that I want to work through. And I knew when I was building it up that like I wasn't going to be able to knit all of it, but I finally had access to so many beautiful American dyers and American yarn and even like international dyers that I can't necessarily afford if I'm in Canada to pay the import duties and taxes and stuff. So I built up quite the stash while I was living in the US, and I knew that at the time and I'm very happy with it, but now I want to start working through it. So I have not yet bought the matching colors to make a t-shirt, but I did buy this set and I just love it so much. Oh, isn't this so cute? I have the other one in my little redesigned bag, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but it's like the perfect size to just pop into my purse and stuff. And I think it's just gonna be so cute in the fall. Look at those colors, oh, look at those stripes. Makes me so happy. I'm doing just my normal sock that I do, 64 stitches, and I did a 3x1 rib on the cuff there. So yeah, can't wait. It's gonna be very cute. Okay, let me look at my notes. Yes, so now into the works in progress. I've already talked about my 2 sock work in progresses, so I'm not gonna talk about those. I have been working on a toque for the winter. Oh, it's tangled. Oh no. I am making a musselburgh hat. I've knit a couple musselburgh hats in the past, but never one for myself. So I've decided I'm going to knit one in hot pink. This colorway comes from Paisley Knits summer collection last year. No, her Barbie collection. This is a Paisley Knits color. It was definitely her summer collection because I got the butterfly pea at the same time and I made a sweater out of that. So yeah, this comes from her summer collection from last year, maybe the year before, I don't know. And I used a little bit of this in my AOS vest. I used it to do the like neck edge and then the shoulder edge and then the bind off. So I don't think I have enough for a musselburgh hat just because I've used some of it up, but I have this colorway. I have a 50-gram skein of this colorway in the cashmere fingering. So my plan is to knit as much as I can with this, and then I'll knit the inside of the hat with the cashmere so it's like nice and soft against my head, and it'll just be nice and warm for the winter. I was craving a neon hat for the winter last year and I didn't get around to finishing it, which was kind of sad, but I'm very excited for it this year. I think it's gonna be very cute. So yeah, I'm excited. I love musselburghs. I love this one for myself, and then I have another musselburgh that I will immediately cast on once I'm done this for my boyfriend. So I'm excited. I think it's very cute, and obviously I am the biggest Paisley Knits fan ever, so Coley, if you're watching this, as I say in all of my videos, I love your yarn so much. You are incredible. So yeah, that's my musselburgh hat for you. It's so nice to have like such a mindless project, especially because lately all my socks have been quite involved, except for like my stripy cabin sock, my stripy quilt sock. Scrappy quilt sock? Scrappy quilt sock. All of my socks have been super involved lately, which I love. I think I've developed a passion for lace socks, lace and cables. I actually have a lace and cable sock pattern on my needles right now, but I'm only at the cuff, so there isn't really much to show. But one that'll be a new design that I'm very excited about. But always having lace and cable socks on my needles means that I don't necessarily have like a mindless project to work on when I need like a mindless project, so it's nice having this little musselburgh. Although my other project is kind of mindless stockinette right now. but I'm having trouble working on that one because it's so heavy right now. It's giving me like hand pain, so I have to like take it slow. I am team protect your wrists, protect your hands so that you can knit for the rest of your life. So the moment that I feel any sort of hand pain, I stop, do my stretches all the time, make sure hands are protected, wrists are protected, because I want to knit for my whole life. So pain is telling us that we need to rest, and I'm trying very hard to stick to that. It's hard. It's hard when you love knitting so much and your body is like, you have to take a break. And if you're like me, knitting and spinning are your like two main hobbies and you've nothing else to do. So that's a little frustrating. Although I'm starting a new hobby and I'm very excited. I guess I'll talk about that at the end too. What was I talking about? Musselburgh. That was a tangent. But yeah, my Musselburgh hat. I don't know where my other skein is, so I'm gonna have to hunt that down. Anyway, what else do I have? Oh yes. Okay, so this is my secret project. I think I'm just gonna pop a photo in here. I shared this on my Instagram the other day. It is in black and white because it's a secret color right now. And I'm so excited. I love this so much. This is like a dream project for me, and I'm working with one of my all-time favorite yarn dyers. Like, seriously, this yarn dyer, I love her so much. I want to like scream. And we have been working on this project together for months. So it's starting to come together and I couldn't be more thrilled. So keep an eye out for a test knit for something kind of related to this if you're interested. This is the project that's getting really heavy and starting to hurt my hands. So I have to take a lot of breaks when working on it, which is frustrating because I really want to finish it. But gotta protect your hands, gotta protect your wrists. So the other thing that I have been working on is another kind of design thing. I really love the texture of the Petra scarf that I have in testing right now that'll be coming out in October, and I've been playing around with the idea of making a Henley with it. So this is, I'm not sure if this is the final yarn that I'm going to do this with, but this is the Wandering Flock. This is the Baby Alpaca Sport Weight, so it's Baby Alpaca, Merino, and Nylon, and this is the color Mother of Pearl. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure if I like this yarn combination, but I do love the way the colors are showing up. But I have a whole bunch more ideas for Petra patterns that I want to work on for the next, I think it'll probably take me about a year. But I'm very excited. I just love how squishy that Petra scarf texture is. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I have designed a beautiful scarf with this lovely waffle stitch texture. It is in testing right now and it'll be coming out in early October, I think, maybe late September. I'm not 100% sure yet, but it is in testing right now. And I just want to make everything in this waffle stitch texture because it is so squishy and so wonderful. So that's the other thing that I have been working on lately. And I think that's it for my knitting. All of my other whips are packed, and I haven't unpacked them yet, and or they might still be in LA. Unclear. My boyfriend still has a lot of my stuff, so don't know where the rest of my whips are. Next time I work on them, I'll share with you. Oh, I do actually have my Dido tee here as well, but I haven't been working on that, so I'm not going to share that. Let's talk about spinning. So it is Tour de Fleece, and as you know, I love to spin. I actually started spinning during Tour de Fleece, during lockdown. I don't remember which summer of lockdown it was. I don't remember which summer it was, but I started spinning because I saw that my local yarn store was participating in it, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. So I bought a drop spindle and some fiber, and I made some horrific rope. I put it down for a year, and I was like, I hate spinning. I'm never going to do this again. Why did I try this? This was awful. But I kept seeing people starting to get into spinning, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Maybe I should try again. So I tried again. And I've been spinning for 2 years now, I think, which is a lot of fun. I actually won my local yarn store's Tour de Fleece prize last year, which was a lot of fun. I got 2 surprise bats and a diz, and it was really, really exciting, especially because like they're the reason I got into spinning. It was so much fun to actually win their Tour de Fleece thing last year. So I'm participating again this year. Team Stash, I love it. And I'm also participating with my spinning guild. I'm on my spinning guild's team from LA as well, which is also fun. It's fun to like spin with friends and stuff. So I have been doing a lot of spinning. So the first thing that I've been working on is this. So my friend Drew, who is absolutely amazing, is teaching me how to spin embroidery thread. So this is super tiny. This is like the tiniest spindle ever. For like reference, this is a normal size supported spindle. And this is my teeny weeny Turkish drop spindle. So I'm spinning embroidery thread, which I think is just the coolest thing ever. Drew, if you have tips, send them my way. I know you watch this. You are incredible, and I'm having so much fun learning this. So the spindle is from Shacked, and the fiber is from Lork Creates, who makes the most beautiful like art bats in the entire world. And I think this is just going to be such a magical embroidery thread. Like the colors are just amazing. So that's been one of my spinning whips throughout Tour de Fleece. My other has been this beautiful spin. I guess I gotta hide my face, huh? This is a bat from Bridget of BzBee Knits. I can't quite remember what the fiber content is, but it's a whole bunch of different things. I know there's silk in here, there's merino, lots of different things. And these are 2 of my spindles. This one is Spanish Peacock, and this one is something else. Don't know. And I'm loving it. So yeah, this one's been a bit of a challenge to spin, just because there are so many different fibers within the bat. So it's not perfect. My twist isn't perfect, of course, but it's been such a fun learning process, and it's so pretty. It makes me think of the ocean. And I'm really excited to ply these together. I haven't decided if I want to do a 2-ply or 3-ply, but I had 4 ounces and I've barely spun 2. So, and this is like maybe 1.25 ounces kind of thing. So I still have quite a lot to spin. Yeah, so if you think I should spin this as a 2-ply or 3-ply, if you have strong opinions, please leave them in the comments. I'm very curious. I never really know when to make something a 3-ply versus a 2-ply. Unless I'm doing like a fractal, in which case it's clear to me when I'm like splitting up the colors whether it's going to be a 2-ply or 3-ply. But I didn't really have a plan going into this. So I think if I spin it as a 2-ply, it'll be fingering sport weight. And I think if I did it as a 3-ply, it'd be DK weight. So yeah, if you have strong opinions, let me know in the comments what you think this should be. I'm very excited. This has been a very interesting spin. Oh, come on. There we go. So this is on my woodland woodworking acorn spindle, which I just love so much. And yesterday I plied the singles that I had spun on my supported spindle. I've never plied on a supported spindle before, so that was wild to me. It took forever because I'm not used to flicking in the other direction. Like, I'm so used to flicking in like one specific direction that flicking in the other direction was a challenge. But I got there in the end, and I spun this really cute cup of fiber. So I really like it. This was intended as like a trial spin. I have 4 ounces of this beautiful superwash merino fluff from Oink Pigments in the colorway Stupid Cupid, which is this beautiful like pinky reddy white, pinky reddy white kind of adventure. It's mostly pink. And I wasn't sure how I wanted to spin it, but I decided to just go for it. Spun some very fine singles. This has come out at about a fingering weight, which I'm really proud of. And it's a 2-ply. I just wound it on, I used my ball winder and wound the singles that I had applied onto this into a ball, and then I just pulled from both ends and applied it together that way. And it was really cool. I love how it turned out. And I love that I was able to actually ply it on my supported spindle. For a while there, I was like not convinced that you could ply on a supported spindle, but you absolutely can. And I thought that was so cool. That was my like, try something new for Tour de Fleece adventure, and it worked out really well. So I'm very happy about that. There are people in my spinning guild who spin entire sweater quantities on their supported spindles, and I truly do not understand how they can do that. This took me forever. And it's like 1/4 of an ounce kind of thing. So those people are saints and have so much patience, and it's incredible. And I hope I can be like them someday. So yeah, that's all I've been working on spinning wise. You might be like, Laura, where's your wheel? I know you have a spinning wheel. I do have a spinning wheel, but when I moved home, because I had to disassemble my spinning wheel in order to transport it from Los Angeles back home to Canada, I disassembled it, and then I got home and my dad stained it for me. So I had an unfinished Ashford Traveler wheel, and it was like unfinished, unlacquered, anything like that. So my dad sanded it for me and stained it a couple days ago. It is the most beautiful dark brown color, and I truly could not be more excited. I've seen it already. It's drying in his garage, and oh my gosh, it was exactly the color that I dreamed of. And so it's just finishing airing out, and I should have it back in a couple days, which is very exciting because I want to start a sweater spin, my very first sweater spin, as part of the sweater spin spin along being held by Camry of Golden Hour Knitwear and Golden Hour Fibers. I don't quite remember. She's lovely and her yarn is stunning. Why am I drawing a blank? Golden Hour Knitwear, I think. And Lauren of Little Fibre Co. I want to partake in their sweater spinning, so I'm so excited. I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing. Oh! And my electric wheel is packed and I don't know where it is, so that's why I'm doing all of my work on my supported spindles, which has been a lot of fun, and I feel like I have really improved my supported spindle spinning since starting Tour de Fleece, so that has been wonderful. Okay, I have 3 acquisitions to share. Let's start with the smallest one. Where is it? Oh, here it is. This is so silly, but I love it so much. I got this. I saw this and like immediately purchased it. So this is a pin and it holds a little stitch marker. It can hold any stitch marker. This just happens to be the one that I have it with. And I just think it's the cutest thing in the entire universe. I love the witchy vibes. Corvids are some of my favorite birds in the world. They're so smart. I love ravens. It's just incredible animals. And I love that it like holds a little stitch marker for you. I just think it's the cutest thing ever. So I got this from Twill and Print. It's on my Knitting Swan Notions case, or Notions thing. But the pin and the stitch marker are both from Twill and Print, and I couldn't love it more. They also have like a little frog and a cat, and I wanted to get the cat as well, but they were sold out when I bought this, so I just got the raven. And I am in love with it. I think it's the cutest thing in the world. I love it. The other thing that I bought was a bit of a splurge, but I have been wanting this for so long. Like, it's been several years, and I didn't buy it when it came out, and I have regretted it since because I have never found it again. And that is my redesigned 36 bag. Now you're probably like, but the redesigned 36 bag is all over the place. Like, I see it all the time. It's true, but not in the color that I wanted. I very specifically love the wood smoke color, which is this one. And the wood smoke color, I believe, is a limited edition release. They ran it, was it last year's or 2 years ago? My other two redesigned bags are in this same colorway, and it's the one colorway that I love. I haven't seen another colorway from them that I like truly love and want to splurge and spend all that money on. But I found this at a fabric store here in Canada, and it was in the wood smoke colorway, the exact one that I wanted, and I was like, this is my chance. So I bought it. This is the 36. I haven't decided if I want to use it for, like, I have a little sock in here right now. As you can see, it holds like 2 balls. This is the main color and contrast color. And then I've just started it. It's in my little DPN cozy. So I haven't decided if I want to keep the sock in here or if I want to use this as like a notions case. Maybe both. Maybe I'll just flip-flop between the two. But it's like the perfect size for a little backpack or a purse. Like, it's smaller than my water bottle, which is wild. Maybe that means my water bottle's too big. I don't know. But I love this. I could not be happier. I love everything Redesign does, but this colorway, the wood smoke colorway, is just my favorite thing on the planet. So I got a little redesigned bag and I love it. Yeah. Oh, and there's one last thing. This is my monthly yarn club. I got my June club colorway, July club colorway. I think this is the July club colorway from Sunday Fibre Co. If you have not yet got yours and you don't want to be spoiled, look away. But this is the Sunday Fibre Co. Lonely Socks Yarn Club. So all of the colorways are inspired by Beatles songs. This is For You Blue, and this is Eleanor Rigby. They are a 4-ply fingering weight, 100% untreated organic merino. So this is a non-superwash sock. I love this base. My other sock design that I have on my needles is also using this base and one of the Beatles Club colorways. And I just adore it. It's incredible. So look at how beautiful these colors are. Like, I just love them so much, and I cannot wait to knit this into socks. I'm almost done with my Paisley Knits book club yarn club from last year, all the socks for that. I have 2.5 pairs left to go, I think. So I cannot wait to get started on my Lonely Socks yarn club socks. It's gonna be so cute. So yeah, I believe that was my last acquisition of the last 2 months. I think it's been a while since I filmed last, so sorry about that, but moving is chaos. So now some little life chat. So I moved, I'm back in Canada now, which is a lot of fun. I've decided now that I'm back in Canada that I'm going to start teaching virtual knitting lessons. So if you are interested in that, please check out my website. There's a link below. You can sign up for some virtual knitting lessons. I would love to teach you. I have some experience teaching virtual knitting classes, and they went so well and so smoothly, and I have lots of teaching experience. I've been teaching for the last like 10 years. Various different subjects, everything from like violin lessons to like university classes. So if you're interested in knitting lessons, please check out that link below. I am just kind of settling back into life here in Canada, looking for a job. It's going well. It's nice to be home. But yeah, I don't think I really have anything that exciting to share beyond that. I'm debating going to Knit City in Vancouver in September. So if you're going to Knit City, let me know, because I'm tempted. I have a friend in Vancouver and she keeps being like, come stay with me. So we'll see. This is the friend that I went to Flock with. So apparently we just meet up all over the world and go to yarn festivals together, which is, you know what? Tracks for the two of us. So yeah, if you're going to Knit City, Vancouver, let me know. I might be there too. And otherwise, this has been kind of a short episode, but I don't really have that much else to share. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you've been working on while you've been watching this episode, and if you've made it this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You're the best. I hope that you have a lovely rest of your week, and happy knitting. See you next time.